a platform to discuss some of my health issues with, and it gets really frustrating because I don't think a lot of people understand how much it impacts me, and I don't get to talk about it. So there's been some recent developments and changes, and I thought that it would be kind of fun and different to share them and maybe vlog about them. And I've never vlogged before, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos and haven't found anything that's similar to this, so I thought I'd put up my thoughts and experiences and kind of see where this takes me and share kind of what's going on right now and what's maybe coming up in the future, because there are some things that are hopefully going to get approved here soon, and I just need a place to vent sometimes and share. And I don't care if it's my friends or my family or just random strangers, but sometimes I just need to talk about things. And so anyway, I'm going to start a blog or a vlog on my struggles with asthma and how much it's impacted me, especially in the last year, because I've had a whole lot of trouble with it. And even recently, like last Wednesday, today's Tuesday, I had a really bad asthma attack at work and had to leave, which really sucked because I was training a new person and it was her first day, and I had to excuse myself and be like, hey, something came up, I've got to go, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow morning. And thankfully I was able to come back, but it's just frustrating because on the outside I look like a normal, healthy 28-year-old, but on the inside sometimes I can't breathe, and just little things that you don't think of, like perfume or hand sanitizer or lotion, that you don't even think would bother anybody. Like, I literally can't breathe or can't stop talking or can't stop coughing. Anyway, so I just kind of want to document what's going on, and I don't know, it's just sounds completely random at the moment, but I promise I've got some plans and ideas in my head, things that I want to talk about. But mostly I've been really sick this year with lots of viral infections, and I've been on I don't even know how many rounds of antibiotics and steroids, and I've lost my voice, and I've been to speech therapy and all sorts of different complications, and I ended up having sinus surgery, my second sinus surgery, in May of this year, like a correctional sinus surgery that we were hoping would help stop some of the drainage and asthma exacerbations. But so far it doesn't look like it's helped with some of the sinus issues, but it hasn't really, obviously hasn't helped as much with the asthma as we hoped. So that, among other things, has been very difficult this year. So, having just had another asthma attack last week, now I'm back on steroids, and I'm back on breathing treatments and cough medicine, and they had to do a CT last week because they wanted to figure out something with my lungs. And I was looking over the CT results today, and apparently have a fractured rib from coughing. Like, that's how bad it gets. Which is frustrating and painful, and it just compounds everything. So, anyway, it's just been a long process that I go through this cycle every year. It seems I'll get like an asthma attack or something early fall, late summer, and then I'll be okay for a little bit, and then throughout the winter I'll just struggle with virus after bacterial infection, pneumonia, all that stuff. So the good news, and this is kind of what has started this idea of a vlog, is there's a new treatment out for asthma called bronchial thermoplasty, and it's been approved by the FDA, but it's still, insurances are sketchy on whether or not they want to approve it, because some think it's still like this experimental treatment. But I was talking to my pulmonologist today, and he talked to the pulmonary interventional team, or whatever it's called, and I sound really uneducated right now because I didn't think this introductory video out. I promise I'm not uneducated. Interventional pulmonology team. He discussed my case with them yesterday, and they're willing to consider me for this treatment. But because insurance doesn't like to cover it sometimes, there's going to be hoops to jump through. But thankfully, I work at a really good hospital and work with some of the best doctors on the East Coast. I'm really lucky, and we should be able to get it approved, but it'll probably take a good month from now, is what I'm guessing, which is frustrating, but at least hopefully this fall we can get the procedures done. So once the approval is complete, it'll be, I'm guessing, a month and a half to 2 to get all the procedures done, because it's like 3 different procedures they have to do, because they can't do all of your lungs at once because it's just too much. So it's called bronchial thermoplasty, and they've only been doing it for like 10 years-ish, and it's only been FDA approved for I think 5. But I'll come back with numbers and statistics and let you guys know. And there's, like I said, I haven't found any YouTube videos on it besides like the official videos for it, which is kind of frustrating, and one of the reasons that I wanted to do a vlog, so that I can kind of go through the process from start to finish. So this is like the super beginning phase. Haven't even done the PFTs yet. So the first step is pulmonary function tests, and I need to get those done in the next 2 weeks. So that's the first thing on my list. And once I get those done, I'll go ahead and meet with the intervention team, and they'll look at the case and discuss it with me. And he said they're not cowboys about this procedure, meaning they don't just like jump in and do it just because he recommends it. That they'll look at it very carefully and consider it for me and my case. And then once they've approved me for the procedure, then they have this whole case of paperwork that has to be done to be approved by insurance. And he said that can take a couple of weeks to do because, like I said, insurance doesn't really want to touch it yet, which sucks for people like me because I can really benefit from it because this procedure has long-term benefits. It's not just like medication that's short-term. This can have years of treatment benefit, which would be fantastic. So once that's approved, then I guess we schedule the first procedure. And the procedure itself, I think, is only like 45 minutes, but they can only do like the right lower lung, one procedure, and then the left lower lung, one procedure, and then the upper lobes. And they don't touch the right middle lobe because it's just too difficult to access. But they have to keep you overnight for after each procedure and monitor you so that you don't like stop breathing or whatever. And it's like 3 weeks in between each procedure, and you have to be on steroids before and after. I hate steroids, by the way. It's the bane of my existence. However, it's the only thing that keeps me breathing. And it's a catch-22. So, anyway, I want to take you on the journey. Kind of explain things and just give my perspective without it being coerced by clinical trials or hospital representatives or anything else. And I just want a place to be able to share kind of my experiences and my frustrations and be able to vent and just that kind of thing. So I'll come back and share more later, kind of how all this started when I was a teenager and kind of what college was like, trying to go through grad school and being hospitalized with asthma, which sucks, by the way. And I'll go into more detail about the past year and what it was like. And maybe go through like different medications I've been on. I don't know, if you guys have any suggestions or questions, feel free to throw those out. And I'll just try and go through step by step, because it's stuff that I want to know, and if I had access to these kind of videos, or stuff that I was going to share, I would be interested. So, anyway, that's just my rant for the night. So, hope you guys enjoy. Sorry if this was long and boring. I know some videos get that way, but it's just an intro. It wasn't really planned. But I'll follow up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.